So in my last video with the Astra J, I said that I was not going to be doing anything with the Astra and that I was going to be selling on in a year's time. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to leave this car alone. I've had time to reflect on what I said and I've decided not to sell it in a year. And the reason for this is because I know that the Astra is very reliable, it doesn't owe me anything, and it's been a very, very good car since I bought it last year. So in this video I'm going to be breaking my rule in saying that I was going to be not doing anything to the Astra, and I have done something. Hello everybody and welcome to this brand new video. So I've done something to the car that I said I was going to do anyways when I first got it, and that is putting an exhaust on the car. Now before you guys speculate, I haven't put a full exhaust system on the car. What I've done is actually a back box delete and actually put an exhaust tip on it. Now this is going to be a short video just showing you what I've done, and I'm going to make another update soon on the Astra as well as on the Corsa and the updates that I've done with the Corsa, as we've done a few bits to it since I last made a video on her. So let's have a look and see what I've done. Okay guys, so I'm about to turn on the car. She's now on 55,500 miles, which she's done pretty well, and again she hasn't caused me any issues at all. So this is what she sounds like now, so I'm going to start her. So listen. Ooh, she sounds a bit nicer. Let's go and have a look and see what I've done then. So we'll walk up to the back of the car. Oh, look at that. Very nice. So let's see what she sounds like when I put rev down. So she sounds much better. I am very pleased with the outcome of what I've just done. So I want to say a big thank you to the company in Bromborough called Cybox. They did the exhaust for me. The size of the back box was huge. I've just scrapped it now, otherwise I would shown you what that back box actually looked like. It was absolutely massive. And it has made such a difference to the car. When I'm putting my foot down and when I'm under a tunnel, I can actually hear the car for once. And I actually think it sounds much better. Obviously, I want you guys to comment your views on what I've done. It does look standard still. Because there is a version of this Astra that, well, it was optioned anyways, where there was an exhaust there anyways, with an oval tip. So I wanted it to look like that without spoiling the look of the car, and it sounds much nicer. So the plans with the Astra, just briefly, I want to tint these windows. I want to get them tinted to probably about 30. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to double check and see what my insurance allows. Obviously all of these mods are going to be declared on the insurance, so that they're aware if I was to have an accident or something. But the fact of the matter is, I've driven this car since 37k, it is now on 55.5. I've put new tyres on it, I've had new brake pads put on it, I've had a new flexi on the front of the exhaust, I've had a new back box delete, and I've done a few other little miscellaneous bits to the car, and I'm quite enjoying it. Obviously it corners well. It's okay, it's not the quickest car in the world, and yes, as you guys have mentioned, or some of you have mentioned, it's just a 1.6 Vvt. There's nothing special about it, and you're right, there is nothing special about it, but what I like about this car is that it's reliable. It starts every morning, it stops, and it passes an MOT. The MOT for this is due in the end of June, where it's going to get serviced, which reminds me, looking on my clocks here, that tells me how long left I've got. I've got 31% of oil life remaining, and that should last me till June, when it's eventually going to get another service and its MOT done, and hopefully everything goes down to plan. Now, another brief thing as well, obviously I've got that singular edge sub which I wired in into the back of my Astra. Eventually I'm going to go for a twin edge sub, which is going to go in the back of this. It's going to sound much nicer, and the sub that's in the back of there is going to go into the back of my Corsa. More on that in my next video, when I do a video on an update of the Corsa. Now, today has been a pretty nice day. Yesterday was a nice day also, just apart from the wind. Again, I apologise for not making videos regularly. It's going to become a recurring thing anyways, because I've been ill. I've been busy with loads of other bits and bobs with the car, work. I've been working a lot more. I've had a few things I've had to pay out for since Christmas. Then obviously the storms happened as well, so I've got to try and do a video when it's nice weather. A bit like this, where it's not raining, it's not cold. I mean, it is cold still, but it's not as cold as what it has been. And obviously that has come into effect when it comes to making videos. I've also bought a new tripod as well, because the tripod I did have, I lost the little stand for it. Obviously I was going to use the GoPro with that, and obviously I couldn't, so I've scrapped the old tripod and bought a new one. It didn't cost me that much, to be fair. But yeah, I want to say a very good, well, I'll start again. My voice and my mouth is going AWOL today, but I want to say a big thank you to Cybox Exhausts in Bromborough. Funnily enough, they were where they're located is next door to where I bought this car, next to Parks Motor Company, and they believe they've moved now. But as a car goes, this is brilliant. Obviously, a lot of people are going to say, yeah, you had a 15-month warranty with a car, you've just voided it by putting the exhaust on. The fact of the matter is, guys, I've had this car for 1 year and 4 months now, or 1 year and 3 months, whichever one it is. So I haven't got much warranty left with it anyways, and if I did have a major problem with it, it would have happened by now. The gearbox is nice, the acceleration is good for what I need, the sound system's good, the brakes are good. There's nothing wrong with this car, touch wood. And it does look quite nice. Obviously the Corsa is my ragabout car, as you know, and obviously I've got an update for that. We've bought a few things for that car since my last update on it. In fact, I think my last update on it was when I was getting the Steelies for it, when I was refurbing the wheels, which of course that is done now. But obviously I will explain a little bit more on that episode. There isn't much really I need to do to this car anymore. I mean, obviously I want to try and do bits to it that are going to be subtle. You know, I don't want to spoil the look of the car. I want to make it look quite nice, and I want to have it for quite a few years now, because it's been a good car, it's comfortable, and it's reliable. That's the main thing with this car. Trying to find a reliable car that isn't going to go wrong is quite rare, hence why I paid £5,500 for this car last year. And I want to get my use out of it. It doesn't owe me anything as it is now, but again, I want to try and get my use more out of it. Of course, I've had it on 37k when I bought it. It's now on 55.5. That's quite a few miles, and it's been a really good car. It's not owed me anything. There's not really much I can really ask for when it comes to something like this. Obviously, what I want to try and do when I've got the money to do it is, obviously I want to do the tinted on the windows. I want to get some new wheels for it. I don't want to have the standard ones on it all the time. I want to have some nice wheels on it, which is going to be a bit of a pain, because I know that the sensors in the tyres that tell you how much air is left in the tyres is going to be a bit funny, and I can see that coming. But again, it's something I'm going to have to ask. Apparently they can be swapped over, and that shouldn't be an issue, fingers crossed anyways. But again, I want to try and get my use out of these tyres first. That wheel thing might not even happen yet. I might just refurb them. I'm not sure yet. It's a bit of a pick and mix of what I want to do with it still. But at the moment, I'm just busy with sorting the Corsa out and getting things sorted with that. There's another thing I've broken on it recently, which I need to attend to. The boot is getting worse. It's leaking water in it now. And hopefully when we get nicer weather, we can actually work on that car a little bit better. Now, also another thing is I will be able to record a little bit more on what I'm doing with the Corsa. A lot of people complaining that I haven't actually shown you guys what I'm actually doing. Hopefully I'll be able to add all that on for you, so you guys can see a little bit more into what I'm doing with the Corsa, and you have a little bit more of a feel with what I'm doing with the Corsa, because at the moment I haven't really shown a lot. But that's just down to difficult positioning and things that are going on. So yeah, so if you guys want a back box delete or a sound system or something on your exhaust for your car, go down to Cybox in Bromborough. They're good for price wise, lifetime warranties. Obviously this video is not sponsored by them either, but they do a really exceptional job. And even in the car, when I rev it, you can hear the car a little bit more, and I like that, because like I said in my top 10 things I disliked about the car, although some people disagreed with me, it sounded like a hairdryer. What I meant by that was it was very quiet. There was no rumble to it. It just didn't sound nice. It just sounded very, very quiet, hence why I said it sounded like a hairdryer. That was my explanation on that. So anyways guys, I know this is a short update, but I thought I need to give you some sort of update about what's going on with this car anyways. But if you guys like what I'm doing with this car and you like that I'm keeping it, then please leave a like and subscribe, and obviously keep in touch with what videos I'm doing, because we're going to be doing quite a bit more hopefully soon on the cars. But yeah, anyways guys, I hope you guys have a good day. The weather in Britain isn't the best, but it's acceptable. And I'll see you guys in the next video of whatever I make. Take care guys, ta-da now.